What's going on, guys? Welcome along to the front three. In this video I'm going to be reporting on some of the weekly transfer news that's been going around Britain at the moment, and I'm going to be kicking it off with the biggest news, and that is probably Loic Remy has failed his transfer at Liverpool Football Club. This is actual really big surprise after Remy has enjoyed various spells in England with QPR and Newcastle notably, and it looked all but certain that he was going to be playing for Liverpool next season. But Liverpool pulled on the deal according to Sky Sports after he failed his medical at the club. Like I said, it's a massive surprise. What the future holds for him now really is uncertain, because I thought he was surely going there, but maybe he won't make it into a Champions League club. Maybe he won't remain in England. Maybe he'll stay at QPR. Who knows? Although that does look really unlikely. But I guess it's only a matter of time to see what happens there. But it's not all bad news for Liverpool fans, because they have, of course, acquired the services of Lovren for Southampton for a 20 million fee. Now, this is he's a fantastic buy for them. I've got to be honest. He is a quality player. He's been a rock at the back for Southampton this season, and he reminds me of that kind of Daniel Agger kind of player, but I think he's kind of cut above about that kind of player. And this really does open up the question of what the future holds for Daniel Agger at Liverpool. Will he become a more squad depth player, or will he depart the club and have pastures new? Who knows at the moment, but no doubt that Lovren is a fantastic signing for them. Liverpool's most expensive centre-half, I believe, so obviously Brendan Rodgers is putting an awful lot of trust and investment into this guy, so hopefully he can perform on the pitch, and I have absolutely no doubts that he'll do that. Moving on to my own club now, Arsenal, and we've actually been really busy in the transfer market recently over the past few days. We did confirm the signing of the Nice keeper David Ospina, who had an absolutely fantastic World Cup with Colombia this term. Great signing in my opinion for about 3.5 million. Absolutely outstanding buy. He's got some incredible statistics, and he's no doubts going to be pushing Szczesny for that #1 spot. As much as I love Fabianski, I think we've really gone a little higher this time. We've got a top quality keeper on our hands, and that we're going to be. There's going to be great competition between him and Szczesny, and hopefully we'll see the best out of these two keepers. But obviously the big signing for us at the moment is, of course, Callum Chambers from Southampton, yet to be confirmed, but it's really hot around BBC, Sky Sports. Wenger's done a little interview on it, saying that it is a gamble, which honestly is. 19-year-old, hasn't featured too heavily for Southampton. He's got about 20 appearances for them last season, but he did play well. He could be utilised at centre-half and at right-back, also in a defensive midfield position. But a good signing for the club. At 19 years of age, there's no doubts that he's being tipped to be one of the hot England prospects at the moment. 16 million, it sounds like a lot of money, but when you look at players like Luke Shaw, who's of the same age, going for that kind of money, it kind of puts things into perspective. And it's kind of how much these kind of English players are worth. So we paid the money, we've got it. It looks like we're going to get him anyway. He'll be a really good signing for the club. I'm pretty sure we're going to be utilising him in that centre-back and right-back role, because, of course, it does look like Vermaelen is destined to leave the club, which has been speculated all summer whether he's going to go to Barcelona or Manchester United. But hopefully that'll free up space for Chambers to progress and develop within the team. Also, regarding Arsenal, looks like Jenkinson is going to depart the club either on a loan or a permanent transfer to Hull. I can kind of understand why we'd loan him out, considering we want Chambers to progress through the team. Selling him, I don't think would be a logical decision in my opinion. For 3 million, we will be making quite a significant profit on him, but I think he's someone that could certainly develop. At 22 years of age, maybe it's becoming late for him, but chances have been hard to come by at Arsenal. If he does go to Hull on a permanent, I do hope we put a buyback clause in his contract, because I think he'll flourish there. And with consistent game time, I have no doubts whatsoever that he's going to be a big player in the future. And finally, another huge bit of transfer news at the moment, and that is Manchester United putting in another bid, should I say, for Arturo Vidal. Obviously, they really want this guy. Vidal did come out and say to Sky Sports that he wasn't intent on joining Manchester United. He did also say that his future wasn't confirmed at Juventus. So, of course, he's not ruling out United, but he did make it pretty clear that he wasn't too keen on going there. Of course, United have slapped down a 48 million transfer bid to Juventus, which is going to be so tempting, not only for Vidal's agent, but for the club itself. And apparently they're having to sell players this term. So it could happen, and he is the kind of player that United need in their squad, apart from maybe Rooney and at a push Van Persie, he's getting on a bit now. There are no really world-class names that scream out to me. Vidal, he'd come into that team, and he would be in a position where they really need to strengthen. Michael Carrick's getting on a bit. Tom Cleverley certainly doesn't look like a player that's going to be featuring too much under Louis van Gaal. Vidal would be an excellent signing for them. He could be arguably the start of a new era kind of player, and I have no doubts that he'll do a good job there. But they do need these kind of players because they're not going to challenge without them. They've got rid of pretty much all their world-class players. Were world-class players. They've got rid of former stars such as Ferdinand, Vidic, and a new generation is having to be put through. And Shaw, Herrera, they probably will turn out to be absolutely cracking buys in 2 or 3 years' time. But they need players that are going to be performing right now. Vidal is someone that will do that. He'll come in, do a good job. With a couple of other really good signs for United, there's no doubts that they'll have a good squad for next season. And they'll probably be back up there challenging for the title under Louis van Gaal. Anyway, that's been the weekly transfer roundup. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the Front Three. And as always, thank you very much for watching, guys.